There are those on the television who read the news who talk about cancer and murder and rape and paying people back and putting people in prison and everything negative you can hear every day. They never tell good news, they always tell bad news. And you wonder what's the point? Because it doesn't help anyone telling people who got murdered today and all these bad things that make you feel ill. But some of these newsreaders are believers. And the scripture that I just posted, 2 Corinthians 6:17, says, Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Now, when people were born under the blood of Abel, they were responsible for Cain killing Abel and not caring about Abel. And then their children were indifferent too, and they were responsible. And sin is hereditary because it says so in the Bible. It says that Ham's line led to the Canaanites who were cursed because of Cain killing Abel. And that was generations later because nothing was done about it until Jesus shed his blood. And there's a scripture in the New Testament that says Jesus' blood speaks a better thing than the blood of Abel. And it says the blood of Abel still speaks, even though he is dead, because he was murdered. And that's all people talk about on the television. But what I'm saying is they've got to come to a point where they follow this scripture I've just read, 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate. Because if people who read the news do believe in Jesus, they're under Jesus's blood, and they need to be separate. They need to separate themselves from all the talk about when they were under Abel's blood and the death of Abel and the murder of Abel and Cain not being punished for it, and people being indifferent and not caring about Abel, not caring about Cain not being punished. And the book of Moses tells that Moses had tablets of stone with laws on it and penalties for taking things too lightly. And they shouldn't be talking these things. They should be talking the gospel on the television and the news channels. They shouldn't be talking about murder and cancer and death and sending people to prison for a long time and who's done this to who and who's infected who and who's told all these things to each other. And you hear it every day and you think, why do people tell bad news? Why can't they tell good news? And they're believers. And it says, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate. Yes. And this message is to Daniel, Etty, and Zohar.